Alright, so they reset while I was taking a drink real quick. I'm trying not to choke. So, they will reset once more. On this map, the Marines will always start up in control. This is a remake of an NS1 map where all the spawns were fixed for the Marines, and all of them mobile for the aliens. So you see the aliens start down a pipeline, and the Marines are splitting themselves pretty evenly. One in base to build three, splitting off to each side. The aliens more of a scatter shot, just trying to get themselves across the map. If I know what they're doing, which is what competitive players usually do, they're trying to mask where they started by delaying first contact and trying to get across the map first, so that it doesn't tell the aliens, or tell the Marines where they started. Red Dog gets caught by himself and gets taken out. So actually the aliens have more of a presence on the other side of the map than they do on their own hive, which is going to throw the Marines off, but it's also going to force them to move into pipeline, and they're going to figure out very quickly that there's a hive over there, as Vampire is snuck behind all these Marines and is working on taking out skylights. So one kill in the neck, but he ends up going down. Nitro comes in to try to take him out. As you could see, the med pack actually fall through the ceiling towards him. So Nitro and Coco is on a battle to the death there. Derriere catches Rubik's from behind. See if he actually finishes him off, and he does. So they're going to lose Overlook here and C12. It looks like the aliens have raced to claim Nanogrid, and what he did here was he set up a clog wall across like this, so it forces the Marines to either try to kill the clog wall, go under it, or get shot by the Hydras. So good placement by SweetieBot there. They are going to get the double res nodes up, which will help because they have the pipeline one and the cargo one, and they're going to look to get a second hive up pretty quickly on this map, since there are only 4 tech lines as compared to the normal 5 on the other maps. And what you saw there was Nitro was fighting the Marine here, these two were fighting here, and Red Top went past them all to get the Marine back here who was shooting at the, and that looks an awful lot like a penis, and I did not mean to do that. That was totally unintentional, I swear to God, but I was trying to show what he did. He went to go after the guy covering the forward Marine and just mess up his shooting and force him to attack him instead of his skulk buddy. I totally didn't mean to do that, but that's totally going to be on YouTube, and I'm okay with that for now. I'll probably make it my avatar for my Steam group. But, you know, hey, stuff happens. That's what you get for having this be live. So SweetieBot actually probably going to get the kill. He can't even get under his own clog wall, though. He's a little bit too fat. And he does take out Toasty. So very well played again by SweetieBot as aliens. Derriere with a decent kill, and systems waypointing. Sorry, as my brain starts to catch up. You see cargo get dropped, so this hive is going to try to go up pretty quickly. Since SweetieBot already is gorging in Nanogrid and systems waypointing, what he's doing is he's trying to stay here, and he'll bait and he'll fall back to these to into these clog walls and all that stuff, and he'll just slide right underneath. But this could be a problem, as Toasty is just pushing right down into cargo. And he's going to find this brand new hive. It's only at 20% growth, 40% life, and there are no skulks nearby. There's a lurk up in Y Junction, but this is not good for this alien team, as they're going to lose this hive right now. So what was missing there was skulk pressure and a drifter. So now this whole room might actually be lost to the aliens, and this could be a major problem. As I mentioned before, there are only 4 tech points on this map, and as you know, aliens really need a second hive to be effective. So they're going to be in major trouble if these Marines set up shop here in cargo, as it is a very hard room to get in and out of as a skulk. They're doing an okay job as it is. You see the power node ghosted over here, and this lurk goes down. Oh, that's a major blow for these aliens right now. As Red Tusk sneaks in, Sweetie Bot drawing the attention. Red Tusk needs to help him out, and the gorge goes down. He gets one skull. He gets one Marine. You should see all these aliens beelining straight for cargo. Nitro just needs one more bite on this Marine, and chat is catching up to my penis. So sorry about that. I swear to God, it was totally unintentional. I didn't even see it coming. And again, with the innuendos. I'm just not even going to talk about it anymore. These skulks are taking up the power in cargo. God. So mind-boggling, trying to take out some of these clogs. He actually is going for the cyst right next to the harvester. So this harvester will start to die. He's cutting, what he's doing is he's cutting the side cyst, and it drops the whole wall. Oh, that's too far. So you got to see all that action there in Nanogrid. The cyst is going to come back up over this. These clogs are just useless sitting on the floor right now. I think Sweetie Bot is actually a skulk now. And my chat was quiet all night until I drew a dick on my screen. But hey, stuff happens. I guess that brings out the best in everybody. So Marines setting up shop here in subsector. Let me turn the UI back on. It looks like they got an advanced armory very quickly and a second command chair. So they might be just going purely for jetpacks here, as they do have enough res to just drop a prototype lab. I haven't seen it yet, but it looks like they're going around that for now. They could have gotten jetpacks up very early. I don't know how smart that is, because you do kind of need to have some armor to survive with it. At least armor 1. As you see, the skulks all come from one side. I'd actually like to see them split, but it won't. It doesn't seem to matter, as they do a ton of work there. They take a ton of damage collectively from these mines. So that's why I was saying I would have liked to see them split. Some could have used the vents, some came in this way, and some had gone around this way. They would have actually gotten more effective pushes, as there were a lot of mines right here. There's a mine here, there's a mine here. You can see another one there now. So it shows the usefulness of mines. A lot of people don't like buying them in pubs, especially. I find them to be one of the best things that you can do early. They're so effective at just slowing down aliens, which is just, if you take the speed away from aliens, you take their entire game. And again, great pressure by these Marines. They know this hive is almost done, and the aliens responding in kind, trying to get this hive back up to full life. Sweetie Bot spitting on it. The hive completes, and this is going to be a little bit of problems for these Marines now, because you'll see Leap, you'll see Carapace, in addition to the celerity they already have, and they do have a ton of resources to do so. And you see Leap get started. There's probably Crag going to be popping up in a second. You'll see It should be about 5 seconds from now. If I time it right. That was close. It was like 10 seconds, but hey, that's close. So you'll see Carapace come up in about a minute, minute and a half, if he's quick about it. So, just a major tech leap for these aliens. They go from just Celerity Skulks to Celerity Leap, Carapace Skulks. And you do see jetpacks actually get started. So they did wait for Armor 1, and they are going to get jetpacks moving. Because I'm assuming they are expecting to run into Onai pretty shortly. I see 60 res as the highest at the moment. Alright, so these Marines are pushing, or these aliens are pushing right back in. And these aliens just fighting like crazy to keep them out of this hive. What I would like to see is a drifter right around here or up here, just so they know when they're trying to leave systems waypointing exactly where they're going. Drifters in a game like this are so crucial because you're basically using a legal map hack if you use them. They're so strong, and a lot of people don't like to use them. I'm not sure why. They only cost 3 res, and if you put 3 of them around a map, you're going to save yourself 10 res, probably 10 times over. So they're worth their weight in res for sure. And some odd whip placement. I'm not sure what he was doing. They were planted here, but now they're planted in the middle of the hallway. So I'm a little confused what happened here. This might have just been a snafu.
Command station under attack.
The aliens are actually going straight for the prototype lab. This could be a major knockout for them. And it is, so the Marines just lost 40 resources worth of building, and they have to rebuild it now. It looks like jetpacks were completed. They don't have a second prototype lab, so I don't know why it hasn't darkened out. There it is, it's right now. So that's a major blow, as the Marine commander was out of his chair, or it looked like he might have been out of his chair. Maybe he was down in subsector. And so they have to spend another 40 res just to get jetpacks again. So they, instead of the 65 res that it would take, the 40 for the building and 25 for the research, they had to spend 105 instead of the 65. So that's a pretty big blow. The prototype lab is the most expensive building, followed very closely by an arc factory and the advanced armory. And the advanced armory is more of a time investment too, because it takes a long time to upgrade. So you see all the Tier 2 alien tech coming online now. You see Adrenaline. You see Bile Bomb coming up. They have spores already. So these Marines are going to get pushed back, but they already do have jetpacks, which is a very good thing for them. I actually agree with getting it early, but I would have liked to seen some weapons upgrades first. They did lose 12 extractors though, so that's probably why they're a little bit behind on it. But losing that prototype lab really must have set them back in terms of res. And Toxilium should just be spiking him here, but he's not. So the Marines definitely on the defensive here. The Marine commander using Max to build his stuff because he needs his Marines to fight. So I would just send a Skulk right up through here, take out Overlook, take out Skylights, cut the Marine res down to, should be 4, oh, because there's 1 being built in Skylights. So cut it down to the 2 that they have in their main base and just really take away some of these res nodes. So, strong Marine push down into subsector cargo, and they run into an Jonos, a small hallway, but he's about to let them out into this very large open room. I see him pushing up. There's Marines actually up on top of the boxes, which he can't reach. Looks like there's multiple Oni in this room. So it looks like they killed the majority of them. Hax is the only one left. These Crags doing a good job of keeping the hive up, plus the Gorge. So, a failed Marine push, and it's going to be countered by a very strong Jonos and Gorge and Lurk push into
Command station taking damage.
subsector here. And the Oni are just going to start pooping all over this phase gate, along with the Lurk, who actually is pooping all over the phase gate. And just this Lurk should be trying to hit these max, trying to force some of the Marines back. You hear the beacon. But there's only 2 players that actually get beaconed in because the rest of the team is actually dead and trying to respawn. So, a little preemptive on the beacon. I would have waited till a couple more guys were rezzed in. But it looks like they are going to hold for now. They almost did lose everything. I don't think we saw any Gorges die. We just saw some Skulks. I'm pretty sure all the Oni got away. Looks like they did. Vampire taking out the observatory. But he's going to be careful as the Marine team phases back in. You see him charge at the wall. His buddies are coming to try to save him. And the Fade makes quick work of Hax and Toasty and Pony X Slayer. And Mind-Boggling might get away. Up. And J-Craw's going to be careful now because he might die. So they're playing Call of Duty up here in this hallway, which is a good thing for these aliens because this will just let them push down into subsector if they can actually pull it off. You see the aliens just recouping at this Crag station here. Derriere takes out a few. The Oni are trying to take out the power in subsector. Vampire's going to be careful because he's almost dead. As long as Nitro blocks for him, they'll be all set. SweetieBot gets the observatory down. You see the mist just to block Marine vision. It's a very pain in the butt thing to see through. And the Jonos goes down. That's not a great view because it is
Command
dark.
station under attack.
So while those Marines are trapped down in subsector, these aliens are pushed into the main base. It looks like they've taken out a infantry portal, and Derriere comes up from behind and takes out Mind-Boggling again. So this Fade just ripping through these Marines like they're made of butter. They only have armor 1, so it is 3 swipes, but just doing a lot of damage. Red Tog gets the kill on Toasty.
Command station
Looks like the phase
taking
gate
damage.
is back up again, which is just going to be a pain in the butt for these aliens because these Marines just keep finding a way back into subsector. Red Tog chewing on the phase gate all by himself. These whips are active against the command chair. And good bone wall there. He's actually blocking Toasty from shooting him. And Jonos does call GG. They know it's over. It's just a matter of time at this point. So, well played again by Ingorgeous Basterds as aliens. Both games, they've looked pretty dominant.